All right, here we go. Match 1 with Hardened Fish against the guy. Okay, so this is... Oh, don't mind the phone. Who still has a house phone anyway? Yikes. So, actually... Oh, sorry, I didn't notice the island. This is fine. We can keep this. Deep Root Elite. We don't have green mana yet, but we can cast it off the Aether Vial. I think this is fine. I didn't notice the island at first. I thought we were stuck on one Field of Ruin as our land. But Blooming Marsh into Birds of Paradise. Okay. Not exactly sure what this could be. Breeding Pool. We'll just go island here. We'll get this Aether Vial going. Pass it back. Maybe some kind of Jundy type deck? We'll find out. Another Blooming Marsh. Okay. Nothing else. Interesting. Get the vial going here. You know what? I think we can just go... Let's start with Metallic Mimic. That way, every other Merfolk that enters after him will get a counter. And we'll just violin the Ben at the end of their turn, so we'll pass. Okay, 4 mana. They're finally doing something. Yawgmoth. Okay, this is a new one I haven't seen often. Protection from humans. Pay 1 life and sack another creature. Put a -1. Draw a card. Discard a card and proliferate. Okay, interesting. Sure. All right, so in response, let's get our Benthic Biomancer out so we can at least get a card. And with that +1/+1 counter, we loot. Ooh, there's the Hardened Scales. That's great. I think we can throw away... Maybe throw away the other Ben. We want our green mana. Deep Root Elites could be good. Yeah, let's throw away the Ben. Benthic Biomancer, I mean, just has 1 toughness. Okay. And against like Plague Engineer or whatever, that could be pretty terrible. And against Yawgmoth. I mean, I guess these guys come in with 1 toughness too, but... So, let's see here. I think we can... Let's shock ourselves. Get this Hardened Scales out here. And then... Whenever another Merfolk, put a +1/+1 counter on target Merfolk you control. And we can't adapt because he already has a counter. So I think we're just passing here. We don't want to attack into him. We can't cast both Deep Root Elites. So I think we just pass. Colony Garden. Okay, so there's some sacrifice fodder. Got it, got it. And draw a card. So if I put this into play right now, he can just kill it off immediately. So I don't think we vial this in yet. I think we hold it back until we can cast one, and then in response to this activation, we can vial in another. So again, in this deck, we never put vial above 2. I don't have any 3 or 4 drops. Ooh, another Hardened Scales. Interesting. Okay. I think we need our green mana to cast these Deep-Root Elites. I think is what we want to do. And now we will vial in. Oh, they can... Shit. Is it too late? Can I undo this? Because they can kill our Deep-Root Elite in response. Is it too late? If I hit cancel, did I just waste an activation? I think I did. Can I undo this? All right, so what if I just go through with this? Shit. Because now I don't have it available to me anyway. So if I hit cancel, don't do it. I don't have the vial left anyway. Ugh. Well, maybe our opponent won't realize what's happening. Okay, so nothing in response. I want to buff up Benthic Biomancer to give him enough toughness to push through that Yawgmoth. And also I get a looting trigger when he gets a counter. So let's loot. We can throw away... I mean, I guess we ditch the second vial. We don't really need that. Yeah, we'll ditch that. Okay. Now we get a big beefy Ben. We can attack into Yawgmoth. Because even if he sacrifices another creature, we get a -1/-1. He becomes a 3/3. Still not enough. I guess he could proliferate. So we could sack a creature. I go to a 3/3. Oh, but I won't have any -1/-1 counters. They -1 and +1/+1 counters just canceled each other, so we won't have any -1s to proliferate. Okay, so I think we're safe to attack in. And then just take it. Ooh, baby. It's convoking a Chord of Calling, X2. What do we got? So this has got to be some sort of combo deck. Maybe it's just a value deck. Not necessarily a combo. It has to be a combo, right? Yikes. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Chord for 3 this time. Okay, no combo pieces yet. Just value pieces. Yep, so they sack that. Comes back, pretty good. Drains me again. Yep. Putting a -1/-1 on that guy. Pretty good, pretty good. Yep, those cancel, so it kind of resets the messenger. Sacks it again. Does the machine gun down? Nope. Does it to the same thing to the Geist. Oh, wow. So is this is just the loop with 2 Undying creatures? So he's just drawing a million cards. So he's only got to do this how many more times? I guess we'll just yield to the turn. I think we're done here. Turn off auto yields. Things are happening. Okay, yeah. Well, I don't really have any great blocks. I'm taking 5 here. I go to 5. He can just continue his comboing, right? Does it matter what I do here? I don't know that it does. Am I missing something? Is there like a limit to how many times he can do this? Pay 1 life. Oh, wait a minute. So he has to pay 1 life. I lose 2 each time. Yeah, he has enough life to pay for this 5 more times anyway. I don't think it matters what we do here. I think we're done. Yep. Okay, let's yield again. Oh wait, did they screw it up? No, they did not. Drains me to 1. They have so many cards in hand. Let's take a look at their deck. Strangleroot Geist, Young Wolf, another Undying. Blooming Marsh, Urborg, Strangleroot Geist. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's a no. We draw a Merfolk Mistbinder. I don't know that that's going to be enough, or is it? No, it's not, because there's no way to get more counters on this. Has no +1/+1 counters, but a +1. Whenever 1 or more, draw a card, then discard. So Mistbinder gives it +1/+1. It becomes a 4/4, but that's not quite big enough. And I have no way to draw into more cards. So if I attack them down, it brings them to 2 life, so they can only activate this guy once. Which I suppose is enough. I just need to get drained once by this messenger. Or, no, if I... Oh my god, I passed without attacking. Yikes, that was really dumb. Whoops. Good old misclicks. So had I attacked, flashed in... I mean, assuming they have a million cards in hand. Were they tapped out? I don't remember. Anyway, Benthic Biomancer would have been a 4/4, attack them down to 1, then they cannot activate Yawgmoth anymore. Oh, and there's a fresh Giralf's Messenger. I should have known. I mean, they had a million cards in hand. So I think we were probably done anyway. Yep. Cool. All right, let's go to the sideboard. It's a cool deck. I didn't see any infinite combos necessarily, but they have to exist, right? I don't know, some weird stuff with Viserys here or something. Anyway, lots of value. Pretty cool. So what do we bring in against them? I don't know that they utilize their graveyard. I didn't see much of that. Oh, wait, would that work? So how does Undying read? I guess that's the question. That might work. Like, I don't know if it's like a replacement effect. Let's see here. See if I can pull it up. So Undying says, when this creature dies, if it had no +1/+1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter. So I think I can activate the relic in response to the Undying trigger and exile it from the graveyard. So I think relics might actually work if I'm understanding this correctly. Spreading Seas could be decent. Tidebinder, tap target red or green creature. Doesn't untap. I don't know. It doesn't seem great. Force doesn't seem great. Maybe the seas would screw them over a little bit. What do we take out? I think we lose... Maybe we take out... I got to take out 5 things. Yikes. Let's just trim all the creatures down a little. 1 Ben, 1 Trickster, 1 Deeproot, 1 Branchwalker. Oops, 1 Branchwalker, I said. And maybe 1 Vial. Let's try it like that. Yes, I would like to play first. Let's be fast here. Ooh, double Vial, Hardened Scales that I cannot cast off of this cavern. Double Vial. I mean, the second Vial might as well not exist. This is like a 6th card hand anyway. Not great. I think we mulligan this. We can be faster than that. Waterlogged Grove, Hardened Scales, Field of Ruin. I think this is better. Let's keep these, and we'll ditch the Field of Ruin, I suppose? Yeah, we'll throw that away. Opponent has a cool deck. I like it. Just lots of value. So we're going to take some pain from this Waterlogged Grove, unfortunately, to get out this turn 1 Scales. Hopefully it's worth it. We'll pass. Young Wolf. Okay. Ooh, double Hardened Scales. That could be useful in the future. Let's start with... I think we start with the Mimic. Ugh, so painful. We'll name Merfolk. Pass the turn. Wall of Roots. Yep. Put a -1/-1. Activate once each turn. Okay. They're going to attack. They are going to attack, and I will not trade. I don't think. Without... Yeah. I don't think we trade. Oh man, so much pain in my life. Well, yikes. Let's get out the second Hardened Scales. And a Deep-Root Elite. Big boy. And I guess we just pass. Yeah, Wall of Roots can just block us easily. No point. It's Yawgmoth? Sure is. Okay. So no attacks from our opponent. We got a big beefy Deep-Root Elite. Merfolk Branchwalker. So I don't have enough mana to cast both. When it enters the battlefield, it explores. Although, I guess if I draw a land, I could cast both. So maybe we lead with the Branchwalker. Target Merfolk you control. Let's beef up this Metallic Mimic. Ooh, I do get a land. Beautiful. Okay. My mana base is costing me quite a bit of life, but we are making a massive, massive team right now. A 6/5 and a 5/5. Sure. Let's beef him up some more. So yeah, as you can see, when Hardened Scales is on the field, especially multiples, it gets out of hand pretty fast. Let's attack with both of these guys. So they sack the young wolf after blocking. Okay, they're trying to shrink my mimic. So they take a little less damage. And pass the turn. Alright, so can they go off right now? I think they need 2 Undying creatures to really loop it continuously. Okay, well, I guess they're going to find it. Yep, so they're Chord of Calling. I assume for, what's his name? Dralf's Messenger. X is 3, yep. So they get the Messenger. Drain me for 2. I think these waterlogged groves are going to be the death of us. Because he has to pay 1 life every time he activates this. But he's draining me for 2 each time. So had I not taken as much damage from my lands, I guess I would still need twice as much as he had. Right, for every 1 they pay, it drains me for 2. Let's yield through all this crap. Yeah, so I would need twice as much life as the opponent has. So I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I would have needed like 26 life or something to survive this nonsense. Okay, so I guess it is kind of... It's not an infinite combo because it requires a payment of life. But again, as long as the opponent doesn't have double the life total, which I guess is... Unless you're down to 10 and the opponent's still at 20. Like, it's not that difficult. Oh, just barely made it. Wow, so yeah, I think if I hadn't taken pain from my lands, quite as much pain from my lands, how did I end up at -1 and they ended up at 2? So they had 2 more activations. 5, 6, yeah. Yeah, if I hadn't taken so much pain from my lands, I guess I would have survived this. Oh well, very cool deck. I really am a fan of the opponent's deck. I have not seen that before, and I actually really like it. Pretty cool. Anyway, that was match 1. Unfortunately, lost in 2 to the combo. I think we need some sort of like bounce effect to interact with this, or we needed to find a relic and just exile the card from the graveyard in response to the trigger, just to interrupt the loop. So we needed to find our hate piece. We did not, but you can see with double Hardened Scales how silly it gets. We have an 8/8 Deep Root Elite on the field. Anyway, we'll see how it goes in the rest of the matches. Thank you guys for watching.